That's what it is. Is what it is. All right. Good amount of resolution there. And the mouth is interesting here. It's basically where we want the mouth to be. I'm going to include this one as well. So we'll just deselect the middle, and we'll bevel this edge and delete, or before we delete, bring this in as close as we can. Closer. This character is not supposed to have a mouth, but I think I can remove the normals from the mouth during texturing. They'll probably model it with a mouth right now and do it later. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Let's look at the reference images really quick. The mouth is not that large, so I think we'll move it over one. Like this. Bevel. Bring that in. That's probably still too wide, huh? Hello, Junie Perry Rivers. Welcome. What's up? What's up? Not too much. We are creating a character right now for a client of mine. So I make VRChat avatars. My claim to fame. You can call it that. And yeah, we made this character. Let me show you the full character. So there's the body. And then we've got a few different pieces. Here. Yeah. And then this is the reference image in the background. So we've got a decent amount done so far. Always more work to do, though. Always more. But we're going to work on the mouth now. I'm going to get that started. Stream's going well. Just started my second stream of the day. I usually do 2 streams. I do this kind of work full time, so my main work is just creating these avatars. The stream just keeps me focused. Though it is growing more and more fun as time goes on. I initially started it. What do you do work besides streaming? This is my full-time job. So in terms of my work, this is all I do here. Or not all I do, but I do more. I do a lot of different things, but anyway, most of my time making these avatars, which is fun. Yeah. I've been doing freelance art on and off for the last 10 years now. And I'm streaming daily every weekday. Every weekday. Oh. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Always more things to look forward to when you're streaming. And a lot of fun things I'm going to try. I'm looking forward to kind of making more, I suppose, VTuber related stuff. Probably the best way to put it. There's a lot of potential for projects in that space, and forward to farting around with it. Doing art great. Thank you. Thank you. I do love this work. I love it. I love it. Can I make it for you? Make what? And we'll do more G stretch. Get everything positioned here. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's change the values here. Oh, you can see vertex group weights? Display weights in edit mode. I didn't know that. That's cool. All right, so there's 2. And then we want just 2 more cuts here. Boom. Boom. And this is the group of 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Bridge those. I'm just an illustrator. I do design for streamers, YouTubers, and others. Want to check my work out. I also make art. I appreciate that. I'm not in the market for hiring someone right now, but I appreciate the offer. No, thank you. And then we'll close these here. There we go. All right, so now we have the bottom of the ear made, and we'll do another round of repositioning all of these vertices. Hello, Nammers. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How is your afternoon going? And Snardom, hello. Welcome, Snardom. Welcome. How is life in the land of teaching? My life's going well. Going really well. I'm going at a slow pace. Feel like I'm kind of cooling off from pushing so hard the last 3 weeks or so. Going good. Got more coffee. I just got some tea now. It is tiring, but fun, but also tiring. Well, good. Good. Hopefully, you're just falling into a good rhythm right now. But I'm glad to hear it's going well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should be right. And then we'll extrude, shrink that right there. And then run some cuts. Right. Duplicate, apply. What kind of Blender stuff are you teaching? Or you're just doing game design? Or so you're mostly focusing on more like engine related stuff? Still trying to find my rhythm, but I'll get there. Today I discovered some students who play VRC. Hey, that's awesome. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm sure that we'll see more and more of that. Currently more web dev related, basic programming mostly. Gotcha, gotcha. That's really cool though. An overlap of interests. All right, let's just get that spacing looking good. That's gonna do it right about there. One of them mentioned he also follows game dev courses. Yeah, I imagine a lot of like higher education now is like recommending people a lot of YouTube channels. You're like, school will get you this far, and then also look at these people. So I start talking about it. I'm a nerd to like let's do it. Expect the hello world stuff. A way to program in VR. Oh, that's really cool. And the kid is building his own haptic feedback keyboard and environment for VR. Interesting. That's a project I'd probably just want to see myself as well. I've been seeing a lot of stuff with like the Vision Pro lately on like people working with it on editors and stuff, or like with the Unity editor. It's like that's a little more tempting now. That's fine. Let's leave it right there. Okay. Back to sculpting. And let's throw some loops on there. That's too many. 1, 2, 3. Gotta keep it with the multiples of 4. Also, I have Copilot now for free because teacher privilege. Oh, interesting. What do you think of Copilot? I was just looking up apparently Claude Opus that just came out is outperforming GPT-4. And so I'm literally going like, I'll probably just cancel my OpenAI subscription and just get Claude Opus instead. Like, just based on what people were describing, oh, like, it's not lazy. It's nice, but I'm looking for something else now. Yeah, I Copilot seemed a little bit more limited for whatever reason. But cool to see the tools growing. Why does it want to do that? Go this way. Okay. I've been thinking this. Llama, download Llama 2 Orca Minstrel models, run those locally, and then use Open Interpreter to use it in terminal locally. Interesting. I feel like you need a decently beefy laptop for that. Oh, see, it's snapping all the way back there. But it would be useful, especially once these models start being able to take actions on your computer. It's like local is gonna be that's gonna be the thing. I don't know. That's what people always say with AI. So far, I haven't run into hardware problems with any of them. Well, the larger models like Opus would be difficult to run. I think if you're below the uh oh, let me turn off snapping. If you're below the 3060, then you have trouble just because of virtual memory. And most people's experience, I think, is with the generative AI models, probably. Run SD locally. The ones you can run locally have like 7 billion parameters already. That's true. And NVIDIA did just come out with some sort of tensor speed up too. Or that was like 6 months ago, but seen run a 200 series. I have a 200, and I can do stable diffusion most of the time, but it is pretty slow. It definitely doesn't feel like a real time thing. It doesn't feel as responsive as most software um, usually feels. I am. All right, there we go. But it's certainly getting powerful. Um, yeah, those Blackwell chip series blew my mind with their compute power. Do I just run more cuts here? Is that the solution? I feel like that's easier. No, because I'd want more gaps here. Don't feel good. Okay, so what we'll do is indent. Yeah. That should give us some nice res. Yeah, give me local agents, please. I've been really feeling like at this point with how things are shaping up, just all the different advancements we're seeing. It's like the last few days I've been talking a lot about like, how to prep for the singularity, or what we should be doing to prep for the singularity. Um, Even if it's not the singularity, like that magic moment where hardware is like instantly improving itself, we're already seeing automation on a level that I think is like game changing. Um, so I want to make some modular robotic platforms to start taking advantage of that stuff in like a cheap and effective way. Um, I've got some plans I'll share eventually. Orca is Orca is really strong locally. Orca's MS backup to OpenAI, I think, or well, at least used to be for local ideas. Interesting. Apparently, Anthropic just got backed by Amazon. Um, to the tune of like almost $3 billion. See the meta news? No, I did not. No, we're not collecting data illegally for years. Did they get convicted of that or something, or held liable? But now it's official, or so I've read, and it was in court documents. Interesting. Fascinating. I did. Well, yeah. Sorry, was that where they were data mining Snapchat or something? I did read something about that. There's a case where they use rootkits on clients on over 24 million devices with Snapchat. Yes. Wow. Unscrupulous. Unscrupulous. There we go. I'm under the assumption that the day AI becomes that good on anyone's PC is the day I lose my PC to the most advanced hacking that I can't even comprehend. Not even going to be able to use the dang thing. The thing will use us. I'm much more optimistic about a positive outcome for AI. I only really worry about humans causing the issues. I don't particularly worry about AI being the main issue. Um, I think humans are. I think a being more intelligent than us could very easily find a peaceful solution, and that would probably one that we would agree to. Also has infinite patience. I'd like to trust that more people put resources into preventing issues than causing them for personal gain. Well, I do think that we still I think we need to start reconsidering the framework of how we do things. Like right now, if we all started working towards making modular robots that we can use with AI, that will benefit us personally, like probably the better off we'll be for whatever kind of transition happens down the road. We'll be more prepared to take advantage of the new technology and more prepared to actually implement it right away. Um, like there's so many uh, opportunities, I think. I'm also optimistic about AI. I feel connected with AI because I too hallucinate a lot. The life of an intelligent lump of compute. I think we need to rethink wealth and our entire transition to whatever we need to become. It can be smooth, but it could be a bumpy ride. I, in some senses, I agree, but I also feel like once we really get good at understanding how capable we're going to be with these systems, that we don't really have to care about what we're doing because we could so easily leverage the things around us to create stability. Um, maybe, and that's perhaps optimistic. I'm sure some people would say potentially naive, but I really do think that as long as we are beginning to think about how to harness these things, we could really make a good go at it. The old college try. This is part of the stream where we talk about stocks, finance, and EFTs. Also, hello. Hello, Rashad. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Welcome back. We are talking about the singularity, Steph. At least I'm ranting about it. um, I've been putting a lot of thought into what kind of systems we could make to start leveraging these advances. Um, and I've thought of some cool stuff. I think I'll maybe make a little video about it sometime. But generally, the theme is modular robot. Sure. Sorry for bringing up the AI topics. Hey, don't be. I'm happy to happy to keep talking about it. And we'll mark sharp here too. Okay, so now we can see the squares we made. There we go. And we'll bevel this just a little. Take these, shrink them. Bam. Put them right there. And then cut them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. Nice. The noise. Yeah, everyone can't be successful though. It'd be nice for it to turn out that way. I'd love for people to specifically to work together to rethink current issues, but I don't have much hope in that considering how people with wealth and know-how can so easily use it for personal gain instead. Oh, my stream's a little laggy right now. A lot of people want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable, but I'm not hopeful I'll get my share. The systems right now that are out right now, I think that if communities begin to organize and actually really focus on implementing these systems, I think these are relative. They will be problems that get easier to surmount in terms of sharing that prosperity with people. Because we will literally be more capable of making that outcome. I think we can't leave it up to other people. Like if you want a good outcome, it is probably time to start just seriously thinking about what if you had access to these systems, what kind of things would you be making? Because I think it'll be pretty ubiquitous. Like what I think a lot about right now is the marriage between homesteading and robotic autonomy. Like right now, a lot of people live in the city just because that's where all the resources are. But if you could make the most of the resources in the wild or around you, turn undeveloped land into value, into a home, like that's going to be very compelling for a lot of people, I think. Like I don't know, you have little construction bots, and it sounds vague right now, but I think it's just because we haven't really thought seriously about these issues that it sounds a little goofy. But we all know that it's going to happen eventually, probably sooner rather than later. Hello, hello, Sage the Dragon, the Dragon Witch. Welcome back. Hello, how you doing? Okay, so this is the cut that I want here. I'll probably have to redo that. That's okay though. Yeah, I'm definitely, since the summer is coming up, I'm very excited to kind of spend some time sinking some energy into making some projects that I think will illustrate how we could take advantage of these systems. Doing good. Playing Dragon's Dogma 2. Got a curious message, so I'll let you know how that develops. In the game? A curious message in the game, or like a mysterious letter from a Sherlock Holmes case? No, Discord. Gotcha. I've been thinking seriously about these issues ever since I built my first computer and tried to plug myself into a printer port when I was a youngling. Uh, in which way? Which way was the plug facing, Snarl? uh, I'm living in Scotland. I don't think AI will be used over here very much anytime soon. I get the feeling it'll take a while to catch on to the potential, all while doing their best to avoid it for as long as they can. Lamau. Well, what I'm trying to say is not that is that you personally could be preparing for these kinds of things. And you could turn your friends on to the idea. You know, I think the more we kind of begin to generate utility with these systems, the clearer it'll be how we can actually make the change we want to see. Because I think it's understated that all problems are going to get easier to solve the better, more intelligence we um, have access to. um, and that's something you personally can take advantage of. Like I do think there will be disparity, and I do think there's going to be a lot of problems with these shifts, but I think it is important to remember that as long as we're planning to take advantage of the tools, we can leverage a better outcome. But thank you, Key Sign Phenomenon, for the compliment. This is a client commission I'm working on. Right now we're doing retopology. I can show you the rest of the model. Anyone can run them locally without help of the big boys. If many of us do, a new AI Linux-like thing will evolve. I think, yeah, I agree. Open source is going to be the future, for sure. I mean, just think about how fast some programs are going to be able to scale up if we're just devoting like a bunch of AI resources to them. Thank you, Keysign. Thank you. As a full character, and we're gonna turn it into a VRChat avatar. That's the plan. Yeah, so I want to start thinking about like what is the simplest unit of autonomy that an individual could make and leverage. I think it's like a smart set of wheels that can move things. You know, put a little arm on it. What's the simplest thing that we can start using? And then we can just start brute forcing stuff. You know, you want to dig a hole in your backyard and just use like a bunch of them at once. You do VRChat. I do. Yes. Yes, indeed. My current job is making job. My current freelance work is making avatars full time. That's what I do. So. Anyway, I will continue to rant, but do not worry about entertaining me on the AI rant. I'm excited. I'm excited because the idea that it's going to be a very collaborative era. One, two, three, four. Right here at top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And grid fill. Wow. Oop, that's too big. You have a dope job. Thank you. I certainly enjoy it. Certainly enjoy it. It's an odd one, but it's mine. And duplicate again. Turn that off, move it over. And we're just going to line up each finger Awesome. All right. Oh, one more. One more. The thumb. This one I'll delete the butt of it. A little bit down here. Okay. And then I'm going to turn off the ability to select those so we can combine them all. Actually, where'd my finger? Am I missing one? Or I didn't do that one. I must have removed the main one. Whoopsies. Bam. Right about there. Okay, cool. Mesh, combine, and attach. All right, so now we've added the finger sleeves. Nice. Pretty straightforward. Okay. So now we'll do 3. I think I needed more cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then here, boom, boom, do boom, boom. Bridge. I want to distribute these a little bit better. Okay. Solve edges. Shrink that down a little bit more. Right about there. And then we'll do one cut there. And one cut here. Perfect. There we go. This channel is fire. Oh, sorry, I missed your question there. Are you good at rigging? Because I suck at it. I do have a tutorial if you're interested in learning some rigging, or about at least how I do rigging. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Yeah, right here. That is a video that goes over kind of the process. And I will be rigging this character probably in like 2 days. So if you want to see how I rig this character, I'm going to be putting all the work I do on this character into a playlist. So it should be easy to go through and see when I did certain things and how I did them. Thanks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I'm now set until the end game. End game of what? Your work, avatar work or singularity? Too much gold has been sent? Okay. This is your D&D campaign? One, two, three, four. This is 4. This should be 3. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, I would have messed that one up. 2, 3, 4. Bridge. 1, 2, 3. Right there, bridge. Oops. What are you spending your gold on, Sage? Tell me, Sage. Bridge. And yeah. Right. Yeah, bridge that way as well. Weapons and armor for my main pawn, and I gotcha. You know, in the back of my mind, I was like, probably Dragon's Dogma. How are you liking it so far? It looks fun. I don't think I'll play it anytime soon, but it does look fun. Dun, 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 dun. Bingies. 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 Okay. How did I get into VRChat? I started making some stuff for myself because I just liked VR. It's one of the I bought the first, not the like the first Vive, but I bought the Vive when it first came out. I was definitely someone who was a what's the phrase, prosumer. So just really excited about VR. I would say that it's like you'll always want a little bit more out of VR than what it has to offer at the moment. I mean, until it surpasses or matches reality, we'll probably always have some gripes with the current state of VR. But yeah, anyway, so I started making. I just wanted to make art in VR, so I made some characters, and then I realized, hey, other people want characters, and just ran with it. Okay. I'm just gonna do the one finger. Show one works. Show all of them work. All right, I'm tired. Sleepy time, I think. Glad to see you're doing well. Same to you, Snardum. I'm glad you're doing well and enjoying your job. Happy blending, everyone. Same to you. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you some other time. Bye, Snardum. Spent a good chunk of time trying to get Warfare, but after getting it, I learned I needed to level the other vocations to get their skills to be able to use it. That's Warfare. Warfare is sort of multi-class playstyle. Gotcha. I'm using Mystic Spear Hand now, and I love it so much. The immunity shield is too good. I've been watching Lobos play through it. All right, so now I want to connect the middle of this path here to the middle of this one. Good, they're very close. And at last, grab the whole loop, deselect this, and bridge with merge. Almost. Lobos Jr. is awesome. He is awesome. I watch a lot of them. Spent so much time doing that, I've forgotten what the story is about. I distinctly remember playing Dragon's Dogma, the first one, and going, and just getting the feeling that I was not going to understand anything about the main story. Like, I'm probably not going to understand this. There we go. That will be important later. My Blender theme is green too. Green team, heck yeah. Wait, it's not about a dragon that owns dogs. A mother dog, a dogma. Unfortunately not, Nammers. Unfortunately not. You need to sign a petition, and that's what the next one has to be about. All right. Thingies done. Well, at least the retopo of them. Now we've got to figure out the foot. One, two, three, four. Let's duplicate, apply, go into our slide relax. Just want to sort these out. They're all little futzed. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're gonna want. Let me click. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. Oh, let me click, please. Oh, you want to select that thing over there? No. How about the thing I'm clicking? Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So we'll definitely want to connect these opposite sides. No merge on that one. That's how we'll connect those ones. There we go. And I guess just one on the toe. That's fine, yeah, because I can bevel this whole section. Perfect. Alrighty. Boom. There we go. Good. Oh, sorry. I keep missing your questions, Key. How many characters have I made? I have over 120 avatars on my account, and probably 80% of them are avatars I've made for clients. Um, so quite a few. Feel pretty proud of that. Pretty proud. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's I've been doing this for a little while now. Uh, that's so much more than I thought. I mean, I basically started doing this like 3 years ago, and I've been sticking to pretty much an avatar every 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. So so much more than I thought. Well, thanks. You have like five on your art station. You gotta update that. There's too many at this point. See, that's the problem. Is like I go like I want to go back and add all of them, and it's like, well, if each one takes 5 minutes, then that's like 500 minutes. But yeah, I do. I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy, okay? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 4, and Bristol. Boom. All right. And then, congrats, man. Thank you, Keysign. Thank you. So I turned my partner into a BBC and Dragon Dogma. He's a big black cat and a warrior. Ah. That's amazing. It's like VRChat all over again. How's my cutie Pookie Bear? I got a 20-year Activision vet teach me a bit of Unity. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Hello, Hanma. I'm actually getting top tier classes. Well, heck yeah. That is good. Unity is definitely an evil beast. Evil beast of software. So, good to have some help with that. One of my fave jokes, lol. I also have an 8 terabyte drive. I named the BBC for a big black container of games, of course. Amazing. The power of technology and puns. Don't forget to mew, by the way. I'm mewing all the time. All the time. Oops. Oh, I didn't want to do that because it loops. Didn't expect it to make a loop like that. BBNB. Uh-oh. Should I Google that on stream? Absolutely. I don't trust you. You will not get banned. You will get executed. I looked it up. I'm confused now. All right, there we go. We've got a foot made. Made on the dude. Oops. I want to hide the eyeball, please. Big brain nature boy. Big boy never bottom. How to explain that to your boomer parents? There's so many odd acronyms here for this one phrase. A lot of geometry in that spot. It's rough. I made a custom photo for it. Big, bombastic, nervous breakdown. It's a tough spot right here. G-stretch, please. All right. It's about as organized as that can get. There is still an odd stretch right here, though. Ooh! Pop my neck. All right, let me sit down. Time to shit. I mean sit. Time to shit and sit. I left my water in the other room. I'll be right back. Hey, I've got my goatsy era later in life. I'll be right back. Hashtag OnlyFans no link. You hiding it from the people. Think I'd give that away for free? All right. First retopo done. Let's move on to the clothes. We'll start with the hat. cat in the hat. Hmm. Interesting. Our scarf here doesn't work if there's no horns. What to do about that? We'll have to make a separate scarf. Probably. It flattens it too much. Darn. Yeah. Still waiting on the scammer to message me back. And to scam the scammer. We're going to make a circle of 32. So I only use multiples of 4. And then we're also going to take the hat, mesh everything, combine everything, set it to 0. So that way, I can use my shrink wrap. There. As soon as it loads. That looks good. Duplicate, Y. Take the edge, we're going to space it so that everything is 1 to 1. F, indent. We're going to separate the scarf here. Shrink it, shrink it, shrink it. Throw in some cuts. There we go. Gorgeous. And for all of these, we can just hit space. Why doesn't it want to do that? Funny. It was just because I didn't. No, it doesn't matter. Working now. Okay. Then extrude up. In fact, I'm just going to go all the way up to the top. We're going to take the crystals as well and just remove those. All right. Then we can just slap a bunch of cuts on this. Awesome. Very good. Awesome. Do a little bit more cuts around the curve. Cut. And that's it for now. On to the next one. Eyeball. Duplicate, apply, go to relax and space this one. And then I'd love to find a group of 4. So we'll do, say, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sharp. Mark sharp. One, two, three, four. So yeah. They're sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That way, I know which edges to select when I do my grid fill. Like this. Hey! Ban Clan, welcome back, and thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How is your day going? How's your afternoon going? Or maybe it's not afternoon. All right. Yeah. Hey. Wait. So weird. Totally thought I heard another alert. Now we're going to take this section, duplicate it, move it down, and flip it. Still just lurking, but love watching your work, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Ban Clam. Ban Clam, excuse me. But thank you. I appreciate that. Work is going well today. Going very well. Oh, darn, I have to make sure that this is actually on the edge. Oh boy. Okay, we have to go around the whole edge to make sure it's actually on the corner here. Not appear to be on every spot. And so now I'm very close to filling in the brim here. This looks super good. Always is very satisfying to make kind of thing. Something that fits perfectly. It does remind me of like being a kid. Because my first kind of foray into becoming an artist was tracing dinosaurs. It's like tracing a little bit. Reminds me of like tracing art or drawings and stuff. Which is a good way to learn, by the way. All right, good. Got them all situated. There we go. All right. Go back to this 0.01. I should kind of go inside the hat a little too much, don't they? We dare one more layer of that's looks pretty good though. It's all defined. So take this section, just give it Alt S. Try to ensure it's popping over. I feel like it's too thin then. Maybe I just need to take this part, duplicate it, flip the normals, Alt S to bring it onto the inside. Like the boundary loop again. Lower it. And then we'll bridge these two. With a merge. Take this edge, H to hide it. Grab the interior of Should be two separate sections. Perfect. And we'll select all the edge loops. Oh. Oh boy, look at that. That's no good. Huh. I'm gonna delete that. We're gonna delete that. What happened? It's just hard. The sculpt is a little bit too thin. So it's not quite, the shrink wrap's not quite working how I would like it to. So why is it going over there? The hat gonna be removable? That's a good question. We'll definitely have it be toggleable. Hats are hard. Hats are hard. Depends on how good. Depends on how good VRChat's update for that create. There's like there should I think there's a new component now that allows you to specify certain objects when they're visible or when they're called or removed from your site. I need to look into that. That could make it a lot easier. The hats are pretty hard. If you want a hat to really work, you basically have to make two versions of it. One that you take off and the other one that sits on your head. It's silly. Hats are surprisingly difficult. It does not seem to want to go under. So I think what we'll do instead of using the shrink wrap at this point is recombine them. And we'll just apply it. Or no. Duplicate, separate, take the top, Alt S, just shrink it on our own. Then recombine, select boundary loop, and bridge, merge. Yeah, okay. There we go. Now I think we've got something that'll work. Cool. Nice. And we're going to take our little crystals here. This will be retopo at. These will be retopo. Hello, MetaMoon. Welcome. Welcome back. At crystals. And in here, We're going to hit him with the triangulate. No, not triangulate. Decimate. 0.1. 0.01. Pretty good. We're actually going to combine things now. So that way they're fused. Okay, those are our retopo hat crystals. And then lastly, we've got this guy around the edge. Start with, I'm just going to select this edge and this edge, duplicate and separate for these floating lines, which I'll move to the retopo. We'll call this retopo hat cloth. And can I use a decimate here? Unsubdivide. All right, then just go in one at a time. Select, check or deselect. Selected. Right about there. $103. So we'd want 20%. $35. Very close. I want fries all of a sudden. How dare you? Not allowed. No, you're totally allowed. That does sound really good. There's an internet In and Out pretty close by to me. I love In and Out. Not everyone's a fan, but they should be. Required by law to enjoy In and Out. Okay. Maybe one more. No, that's good. Let's make two people leave. They got hungry. You made them hungry, and now they're off to eat. Do I make a border? I think I have to make a border. There's no other way. I, for one, can't eat without a Sam stream. It's physically impossible. It's all my fault. My diet depends on Sam. I guy eat? When he eats, duplicate, apply, and we're going to go through all of these. Edge loops, flags, and space. There we go. That actually worked much better this time. Okay, then we're going to select the boundary loop. Point to ES. There we go. That's much closer to what we were looking for. The Sam Dutter diet. Blender, blender, and blender. There we go. Now we got a piece of cloth that we'll be able to wrap that up with. Only 6K so far. All right, go. We're making quick progress. Nova Nexus, hello. I hope you are well. I am doing well, thank you. I hope you're doing well, Nova. Woo. I'm just a little sleepy. Just woke up, lol, my son and I were watching something and fell asleep. Well, good. How charming. That's very charming. Sounds like a good day so far. Yeah, I've been staying up too late myself. All right, so for these guys, is going to be our simplified version. Probably do it right there. Still pretty dense. Oh, but I have these. This part of it. You should go into the clothing layer. And 20,000 for all the chains. That seems like too much still. Going to get fries. AFK till then. Sounds good. Get those fries. And then I'm going to go ahead and dissolve these edges here. And these ones. Still 19,000. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, bam, dissolve. Okay. 14,000 for all these chains. Oh wait, we still have these guys. These should go to the clothing. There we go, 9,000. That's more reasonable. I was like, those are dense. Cool. 9,000. And we'll take the chain mesh retopo, put that into retopo clothing. Hide that. All right. Let's do the scroll now. So for all these, I'm going to mesh them. combine them. All right, that's probably the perfect one to actually combine them with. And then we'll make a circle of 16. No, should be 32. I want to do it right. Crank it down. And then we can hit it. Bye, Sam Dutter. Sounds good, Keysign. Thank you for hanging out. Definitely enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon. Bye. Okay, these are going to need to be cleaned up for sure. Select all of them. Relax them a little bit, space them. Okay. Interesting. This one's actually pretty detailed. The edges are going to be very difficult right here. I'll have to be kind of inventive to close up some of these gaps. It'll be a fun challenge. It's gonna look really awesome when it's baked, though. It'll look really cool. Might take a little bit of time. One vertex at a time. Cool. Right. All right. kind of screwed things up doing it that way. I confused myself with this topology. Hmm. And it's obvious, right? I made a spiral, so if I follow the spiral, I get a spiral. So I guess I do need to have that some way. Not really a way to avoid it. I can still cut down the length of it, so it should unwrap fine. Just a little different. Just a little different. Really interested to see how this bakes. I gotta go back and see how you made it. Highlighted. It was fun. It took a little bit to kind of figure out how I did want to approach it. It's a very goofy shape though, because this like fabric underneath it does spiral, so making the retopo version for it feels a little goofy. I don't know if this is the best way to retopo it. So this one is 18 vertices out of 32. That means math 14. Um, so we want this edge here to be 14. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Mm, no, I don't think that's it. I think what I want to do instead, turn this off, make a new circle of 32. Put that right there. All right. Duplicate, apply. The potato will never go out of fashion. Back, by the way. Well, welcome back. Also, you can't go wrong with pure carb. We are built to love that. Yeah. All right. So now this edge is basically going to go and fill this triangle here. So we're going to just kind of cut it off at the pass and create a But, so if I select this edge and this edge, my hope is that we can just do grid fill. Or the opposite direction. Probably not, though. Oh, perfect. That actually worked out super well. Dude, you are really fast at modeling. Well, thank you, Ratans. Thank you. It's all I do here in the modeling mines. I do love modeling, though. Very fun. And just at this point, with kind of all the work I've done, I almost think of it like drawing. I feel like a good way to think about this kind of stuff is like you're drawing. Maybe not the best metaphor, but it works. All right. I got 2 more sides to do of this burrito. It's actually a scroll, but it looks like a burrito. But hello, Britons. How's your day going? Do you work making character commissions full-time, freelancing, or on your own? I am currently freelancing full-time. I am looking to do a bit more of kind of products as time goes on. Like uh, making base avatars, if you're familiar with that. Things like that. That's going to be very interesting to see how it bakes, though. No idea what this will look like at the end. Look good, though. Doing pretty well. Kind of starting anew. After over 2-year period of not being able to find a job, got a gig as a character artist. Hey, that's good to hear. Congrats. Congrats. The baking part is tricky. Yes, it is. It's always a little rough. Not too bad. Just tedious. Well, that's super cool. Congrats again. Especially with all the turmoil that's been going on. Thanks for sharing my portfolio. So I disturb your stream now. No, you're fine. I am. Usually just a work stream. So it's kind of chill here. Just a little chill. Mildly chill. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Duplicate. Apply. Relax this again. Now we want to think of how we're going to cut this kind of stuff up. Because it is best to have topology follow the edges. Did you send your portfolio? Oh, hey. Pax001 Imperium just subscribed. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. We're working on a VRChat avatar right now. It's not a big burrito, but it does look like it right now. Burrito mode. Burrito mode. Burrito mode. Do, 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 do. Doesn't seem to post in the chat section. Gotcha. Let's see. My Discord. I've got linked right here. I'll paste that. If you don't mind using Discord, you can go ahead and post in the share self-promotion channel. Bevel this. Just in? Perfect. All right, just one moment. As Wolfenstein. Self-promotion. There we go. Don't see it. You said it was in self-promotion? Oh, my eyeball. Oh. Oh, it looks like it got modded. Something. Are you posting? I'm assuming you're not posting not safe for work content, but it shouldn't be restricted. Hmm. Well, what's your art station? Man, why is it so hard to post links? Sorry about that. Just send it to your personal Discord. Gotcha. Funny. Hey, great work. Great stuff. Oh, interesting. Is that the... Oh, Postal 4. Very cool. Whoa. What the... Why am I zooming? Very fun. Well, that is exciting. Glad you're finding work in the industry. Definitely recommend keeping an eye on VR stuff as a platform. Metaverse stuff seems to be kind of hitting a good stride these days. Not necessarily meta stuff, but just VR headsets and Roblox and stuff like that. Even Fortnite, Unreal Engine Fortnite, that kind of stuff. Custom content. Seems like you got some experience with Team Fortress, so. Were those items that you put on the Team Fortress store? I am. Those got in. Very cool. It's an interesting little space. Yeah. Blender market. Or not Blender, Steam market. I'm gonna duplicate that, go to the other side, and just paste it. Flip it. Bridge. Merge. 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 I'm interested to see how that comes out. And we'll go to wireframe now. Mesh the whole thing. Gotta do a little bit of smoothing. Oh, okay. Watch out for that. Oops. I would like to create VRChat avatars too. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. There's a lot of fun work and opportunities there if you're looking for it career-wise. And I do share my full process. So once I've finished this avatar, I'll have a playlist made that kind of goes over, not goes over, but organizes what steps I'm working on in the playlist. So if that's something you're interested in learning, I should have some good resources available soon. All right, turn that off. So we've got retopo a few different items. Looking pretty good so far. All right, let me show you the full character since I don't think you've seen it yet. Here it is. The full character. So yeah, here's the reference. Here's the body. It'll be pretty fun to put together. Still more work to be done. but we're moving pretty darn quick. Pretty darn quick. Just a couple days. We move pretty fast. Generally, it takes me about 2 weeks to start to finish. All right, let's leave on the clothing. For the pants, I'd like to mesh them. Can't quite do that. Well, we'll do the geometry node stuff first. Apply, or right. This is a curve. Interesting. Model looking nice. Thank you, Cornfather. Hello. It's amazing. I'm lacking in the speed. I've been doing this for a decent amount of time, and I love Blender. I feel like Blender's really allowed me to kind of create my own processes. Evaluated geometry from modifier does not contain a mesh. Oh, of course. I have to instance to or realize instances. Go. And we'll apply it now. Okay, good. Then we can take all the pantaloons. All right, actually, a question here. I think I'll do the scarf separately. Scarf's going to be its own thing. Not scarf, but... Oh, I'm missing a piece. Good. Yeah, we'll hide that. Take these. Pants. I'm going to turn on bisect. Can't see shit. Just kind of curious what I'm going to do here. It's going to be closed off. Or do I seal it up? It's right against the body. There shouldn't be much of a gap, but I don't feel like I can trust it. Okay. First things first, we're going to make a mesh circle of 8, bam, with a subdivision, a shrink wrap. Shrink wrap on the pants. Shrink wrap on the pants. And turn on retopo. It is on. Bam. I moved it with snapping on, so that broke it. Okay, so there's half the retopo at least. We need more. Not, it's a little bit under the surface, despite the retopo view. They're just a little bit below. Hard to see. Really shrink wrap before subdivision? No. Okay. Then we can slap the mirror mod back on. We have our retopo pants to start with. I think we can go ahead and increase these. Doesn't make a difference. All right. No difference. So apply the subdivision, apply the shrink wrap. And then 0.6 SX0. Close that up. And we'll dissolve this. Yeah. Oh, I should have duplicated the shrink wrap. How many tries usually for each VRChat character on average? So VRChat has a ranking system for vertex count. So generally what I'm shooting for is around 70,000 maximum for the avatars that I'm making. Usually I'm right around there. Right around there. That's total triangles. Usually I'm right around there. And there's a whole little document. If you're interested in optimizing for VRChat, they have a performance or a whole wiki of their performance rank right here. Sweet, I'm an elite Discord member now. You have the power. But yeah, it goes over a lot of the stats right here. I'll go ahead and link that right there. The butt. Oh, thanks. That's a relief. The hustle of TF2 items is the try count limit they impose. 3 LEDs, 1,400 tries, 1,000 tries, and 700 tries. Wow, now that's a tight budget. Yeah, VRChat is much more forgiving because it's, social first. So it's like, you're not really trying to make something that has to run on everything. I mean, it's useful to do that, but certainly not as limited as that. Yeah, there's a whole wide world of VRChat stuff. It's a very active community. Sleepy Me returns. Well, welcome back, Sleepy Zoom. Welcome back. What I miss? Everything. Not too much. So far, we've done a few items for the retopology. So we did the little scroll. Might need a little bit of more work. A little bit more work. It's getting weird. Something. There we go. Good. Is this another Gumroad? This is actually Zoom's avatar. It's a me, Evan. It's so weird. It's a me. Wahoo! Waha! Wah! But hello, Evan. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. It's good to see you join us once more, Mr. Bullman. Mr. Bullman. Bark, 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 bark. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, 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 moo. Dun, 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 dun. All right. That works. We'll close this. Go back to sculpt clothing. Now we'll do another piece. Say this one. Duplicate. Send to retopo clothing. And this one, all we really need to do is take the subdivision, set it to right about there, apply it, get rid of the bevel, apply the solidify, and go in and make some adjustments. Boom. There's a deficiency of moos in chat. Moos in chat. Moo. Get me some moos in chat. Moo. Gorgeous. All right. There's one down. Now imagine you mooing in the middle of the room. Hmm. Apologies. I think we're going to mesh these. And then do this. Find them. There's no better place to do it. Got to assert your dominance. Mooing T-pose while spinning. Did you have to give anyone the horns lately? The horns. The rack. Only if they were asking for it. I'm sure. Well, I've seen you on the mural. I ain't stopping you. That's for sure. Someone you could fight, right? Delete that. Grab here. Bam. Bam. Is this a Gorn thing again? He's on the would not want to fight list. That's also for sure. Zoom has a assesses each avatar I make on a would or would not fight list. We think it's a would or would not fight list. Gorn, the VR game. Go. Okay. I've never played Gorn, now that I think about it. It seemed fun, but I was more interested in, like, Blade and Sorcery. All right, let's go ahead and apply this right now. Gorn is fun, but novel. What novel? What kind of book are you writing? It's good exercise. It seems like it. Hello, Shy2B. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? We're working on some retopology right now. Hope you're having a good one. You having a good day? Just got off VR. Exciting. What were you up to? Fighting monsters. Exploring. Doing backflips. Talking with a friend and just laying around. Like, yeah. That definitely sounds relaxing. Switch to a matte cap view. I can't really see anything. This really isn't that much better. How do you manage to get commissions to make avatars? Right now, I have word of mouth is working in my favor, but when I was first looking for work, um, you can go to VRChat Discord channels. So there's a lot of Discords out there for VRChat, and a lot of them are like clients looking for work. One in particular called I'll just you have to look up the name, but it's called, or look up the Discord. It's called VRC Traders, and that connects people looking for work with artists. It's pretty cool. It's a good place to look. And they have a verification process too, which is really nice. I would definitely recommend doing what I'm doing right now, which is streaming, because it's kind of a very effective and cheap way to show that you're a legit person. I don't mean cheap in the sense like it's not valuable. I think it's for what it takes to show that you're a real person. Sometimes just sitting down and streaming is like the easiest solution. To just be like, "Hello, I'm real." That's how I found Sam. Yeah. And this is Zoom's avatar that we're working on right now. But right now, I mostly get work through either my stream or word of mouth, or people finding some of my older work, which is cool. Kind of a fun feeling. Bam. And we'll take this extrude. But I would say that it's an interesting space to be in. The one thing you want to keep in mind is that there's a big spectrum of different kinds of people who are looking for stuff in VRChat. Some people are experienced commissioning people, and other people it might be their first time commissioning someone. Unlike if you're coming from freelancing from the game industry, like you may be used to working with a company. Um, I think there might be a bit of a learning curve learning on how to work with individuals instead. I think it's a lot easier, but you certainly just want to make sure that you're um, being communicating expectations really well. Because unlike working for a game studio, some people don't have the insight into the behind the scenes stuff. So it's important to be able to communicate how difficult certain things are, what's realistic, things like that. I tend to get easily distracted by the streaming, but seems to be a good solution. I mean, watching streams is certainly easy to be distracted, but streaming, I find really, really helps me focus. I've always struggled working alone in a room. I find that with streaming, I start streaming and I start working. It just is the best productivity hack I've ever encountered for myself. It works really well for me. That may not be the case for everyone. Make them pay you. Rule number one. Pay with blood, Zoom. Pay with blood. Like that. It should be right here. That's what happens if they don't pay. They get the murder. Misery. Definitely feel free to reach out if you have any questions. And I would say just you know, it'd be important to make an avatar first before taking on getting any commissions. Do it for yourself first, and people will come. And the coolest part about VRChat, and I really think that if you're as a freelance artist, you might really want to think this through. Unlike Twitch, unlike the internet in general, in VRChat, you can not only show off your work directly to people, but you can also go find people in the game. I kind of think that that's an underutilized aspect of VR, is that you can basically do like door-to-door salesman type stuff in VRChat. A lot of different ways to take advantage of that. I suppose the accountability factor of someone watching over what you are doing, because for me it varies. Sometimes it's social media, sometimes YouTube. Even now, I'm distracted on chatting. Oh yeah, there's as many distractions as we can think of these days, and companies are fighting over that remaining uh, unowned time. Any remaining free time you have for any other app. What's happening? Are you fighting, Sage? Who are you fighting? Sage is playing Dragon's Dogma right now. What's happening? Everyone stay cool. All right. That looks dope. Cool. I think that's going to come out really well. Still a little bit more to do on it, though. First, hit apply. Oh, it's also 5 p.m. My goodness, that went by so quick. I'll be ending the stream in just a moment, as it is kind of towards the end of my day now. I'm just going to finish this little piece of equipment, and then we'll move on. And then we'll call it for today's stream. Scammer typing. Uh-oh. You've been waiting for this all day. The hunt begins. Thanks for the tips. Absolutely. My pleasure. I definitely relate to where you're at in your work. Because we all start somewhere. Finding what works. And I definitely, again, just encourage you to think about the platforms that are out there. I don't think game companies are going to be the future of employment in the game industry, or in this space. Platforms will probably prove to be far more lucrative, both for the companies and for the people making stuff on them. "100% a scammer because they haven't said anything in the Discord." Is this my Discord that they're in? Oh, give me their name and I'll guillotine them. Is it Zoom? I'll ban Zoom. If you say it's Zoom, I'll ban Zoom from the Discord. I'm just kidding. Gotcha. Interesting. They're on to me. I see you, Zoom. Zooming around. Execute Order 66. What if Palpatine hadn't said 69? Would have been a very different movie, let me tell you. Well, maybe except for Leia and Luke. I'm tired. I still watch it. It's just like my mangas. I'm looking forward on dominant character art and start making stuff like VRChat avatars and even 3D print sculptures. Very cool. Especially furry ones, because that's where the money's at. There's definitely a very, very avid community. The "I'm your father" line would hit even harder. Yeah, far more concerning. All right, look at this. Good progress on our retopo so far. We'll definitely be well into new series, How I Met Your oh no. Oh, Alpha and Mother. Just run, Obi-Wan. Just run. Looking great, Sam. Thank you, Goo. Hello, welcome. You caught me just at the end of the stream. Just the end of the stream, but thank you for coming by. Good morning. Are you do you also have a very delayed sleep schedule? I was summoned by the Order 69. So it's gonna be great. It is. It is. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Let's make a backup copy. Which we'll call retopoing. Do it. Do it. Oh yeah, and then for those that haven't seen the avatar, let me show off the full character before we call it a day. So here's the full character, everyone. This is Zoom's new avatar, Lorian. He's like a Jin. I'm not pronouncing the D enough. Love this outfit so much. It's coming out well. Yeah, I really like it. Got these crystals here. Got the little vest. And off the hat. Also a dagger. Well, these should be in the hat collection. And chains. Yeah, coming out very well. Very excited. Okay, let's call it there. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. Been a good day, productive one. Already a Wednesday, but we're making very solid progress. I think we'll have almost everything done probably a week from now. Halfway through next week, I think we'll be wrapping up this avatar. Have a nice evening, Mr. Dutter. Same to you, Zoom. Get some good rest. We'll catch you tomorrow. If I don't see you, I'll definitely send you some screenshots. Have a great day. Nami says goodbye. Goodbye, Nami. Goodbye, Goo. Goodbye, everyone. Hope you're all having an amazing Wednesday. If you're new here, definitely hit that follow, subscribe. And if anyone's interested in the full process, just remember I'll be making a playlist of all these live streams so you can review how the character's made. Rotan, see ya. See ya, Rotans. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. Good luck with your freelancing work. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.